Hello everyone, and today I want to review a set number 5018, a promotional Lego Gravity Games set. The set came out in 2003 and consists of quite a small amount of pieces, which a set came from Lego Sports theme. For the minifigure of this set, we have this guy of this person over here, the only character that comes with the set. The design is quite more interesting. The face from people who know appear in multiple sets from Lego Sports, mostly basketball, but also may appearance as in some sets from Lego Mars Mission. The character has a quite nice amount of printing thing, there's some bit of shading and then going on, something that you don't see anymore. Another interesting thing, as it's in as in the time the set came in, Lego already was changing the art style. Yet there was still some occasional appearance of this classic style face, which you can see it's quite of a change. But very definitely kind of obscure, but I don't know. I kind of like it. Which I honestly kind of wish they would continue. It's kind of interesting how Lego could just mix different art styles, unlike nowadays when pretty much everyone was updated to have a single design, the single art style. Which I mean, it's a good art style, but I don't know. It's kind of more interesting when all the characters could be different. The torso as well is kind of common, but also quite interesting to get. It has the same kind of amount of shading as goggles, but this time being in a quite nice looking metallic silver painting. Which this torso you probably recognize because it appeared in quite a few Lego Studio sets for a robot character. It is 2003, so the hands are also using a reddish the old dark gray, which is always nice to get. The character also comes with this pole to which is designed, which is a part of the design which I'm gonna talk about later. The most interesting part about this set as well is that it consists of so it has this interesting looking board that only was in three of the sets, which were part of the Gravity Games, which I already mentioned on this video, which were on this channel, which was for the street, which was one of also a skateboard line. As the Gravity Games from 2003 apparently had sport competitions for both skateboard and snowboarding, which probably makes sense because both supposed to be extreme. It is kind of a also used set, so there is a bit of a dirt. Please ignore that. But the most interesting about this piece is that for the promotional set, this is the only time we get this board. So it is a exclusive board, as every single set which only three main it's kind of hard to remember snowboard sets. Each one had exclusive board, and this one is as well showing that this is a black snowboarder, his main color is black, like black hat, black jacket, which I also have been part of what I check being a nougat, which is kind of strange because I guess it's supposed to be orange because his colors are orange, like orange pants, orange goggles. It seems to be goggles because the side pattern. I always thought there was sunglasses. The face also is interesting because if people who know, there are some faces from that time that use also another art style, which were more of a animated kind of style. Like for example, if you all knew Lego Island, the characters kind of used similar art style. Like here's an example from a basketball set from that theme, from Lego Sports theme. It uses pretty much very similar style. So you can probably say that's maybe supposed to be this guy. I don't know. It is definitely interesting idea for a pattern, because most of the other ones was mostly just like single color, but this one's the only one that actually has a face pattern. But overall, pretty cool looking board. The set consists just of this: a small ramp with the slopes and a snowboard to play around. The pole is used the similar way as a skateboard, or as a you can make the character fly around, like spin and do tricks and stuff like that. Interesting as also is that it uses hinges, so you can probably modify it to have more of a classic style of a ramp, or go more strange and probably try something like, I don't know, maybe like this, which I don't know if that will make any sense. But Lego is all my imagination, so you can go crazy. Maybe you can even try alternate builds. Because it's a small set, the instruction isn't really much of anything. Just all the quite normal folding paper. That only has a little bit of instruction. With really no advertisement, just straight up a PNG, which is usually used on the back of every single Lego Sports instructions. Like there's no copyrights for any of the only people that own sports like NHL, Adidas, NBA, which I think because they try to like remove from this one. Like now you can see that there's no NBA on this one, or like on every single other instruction. If you ever check on the internet, there's always a NBA logo. Quite odd, but for some reason they still kept Adidas. Maybe that's a mistake, because it's kind of small thing, and people usually forget about this stuff. But I don't know, it is a very old set, so who knows. Unfortunately, because there is no information about this set that much, like there is like very scarce info. All we have for is just a picture of the front box, so that's all I can unfortunately show. It is a nice looking design. It shows that that's a Lego Sports gratis as a promotional set. I don't know. No, unfortunately, there are any actual builds. Like I said, there's no picture of the back of the box, just the front and instructions. Overall, this is a not bad set for its own. It is quite small, unfortunately, barely having pieces. But for sorry, like interesting minifigure and an exclusive board, it honestly is worth getting, in my opinion, especially for someone who is a fan of old Lego, and wants to see more of the old style, classic Lego art style. I'd say definitely still worth getting, especially if you want to collect every single Lego Sports snowboarding sets. And that's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope I see you again next time.